Scott's in Nevada. Hey, Scott, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
I'm having a problem with really getting my wife on board. She's excited that I'm excited about your plan. She's happy to get the debt paid off, but she wants to get her credit back to good. And I've read your books, Complete Guide to Money and the Total Money Makeover, but she doesn't have the attention span to read much. I've got a plan, and I've tried to get her involved, but she doesn't understand, and I have tried to explain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How old is she?
She is 42.
How long have you been married?
25 years.
Good for you. Okay. All right. There are things in this world that your wife cares deeply about. And thus far, this has not been one of them. Is that right?
Well, it's not that she doesn't care.
No, she doesn't care enough to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what that means is that you have a bigger vision for your money and what could happen than she does. She's okay kind of just coasting along. And so the answer to your equation is, when she, or anyone for that matter, gets a bigger why I'm doing this, why would I bother to care about this? Why would I put my energy into it? Why would I give this my attention? Why would I sacrifice to win? Then the only reason you would do any of those things is if you have a why, a big reason. And so you need to pan back from telling her all these things you're going to do and what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. Okay, honey, that's great. I'm glad you're excited about it. You go ahead. Now, what? You've just been telling her all the details and all the tactical things, and you need to pan back and get above this with her and just sit down and have what Chris Hogan calls a dream meeting and say, okay, what if we had a couple of $1 million and no debt? And we could start to do almost anything we wanted to do. What would that mean to us as a couple? And then shut up and let her tell you what she would want to do if you were in that situation. And that's starting to be what her dream is. It's starting to be what her why is. She may tell you she's always wanted to travel to Italy and you didn't even know that. She may tell you she's always wanted to own a farm and you didn't even know that, with horses on it, and you didn't even know that, or cows on it, and you didn't even know that. I don't know. But let's find out if you could dream again, and then take that one step further. And again, as Chris Hogan says, put those dreams, keep discussing those dreams until they're fleshed out and they're high-def dreams, HD, high definition, where they have a lot of detail. I'd like to go on a cruise someday. Okay, where? And where would you like to see on the cruise? How long would you like to be on the cruise? Would you like to do a luxury cruise? Would you like to do a land package before the cruise for 2 weeks or after that? Would you want to go in the summer or the winter? And really start to nail that down and go, okay, I don't care what the thing is. I'm making up things here, trying to come up with. But what would, I've always wanted to give to this ministry. I've always wanted to spend 3 months on the mission field. I've always wanted to help starving children in Haiti and go work in an orphanage. I don't know what the thing is, right? That gives her some excitement. But that you need to learn that, because then that is the reason to do all this crap. We don't get out of debt just to get out of debt. We get out of debt so that we can build wealth, so that we can be outrageously generous, so that we can have a higher quality of life. And you got to get behind the so that's. And what's happened in your situation, Scott, is you personally have already gone there. You went, well, God, if I could get this mess cleaned up, we could do this, and we could do this, and we could do this. And so then you turned around and instantaneously went to work on cleaning the mess up. And she's like, man, Scott's kind of going crazy over here. Well, that's cool. Good for Scott, instead of going, well, what in the flip? We don't have a joined goal here. Our goal is not set together. Instead, she's just watching all this positive activity out of you, which is good. And she's affirming that. but she's kind of a disinterested party watching you like a zoo animal. And so instead of being the other tiger that's in the hunt. And that's what it comes down to. What are you hungry for? And when Sharon Ramsey gets on something like that, she'll work me to death. And I don't even need to work anymore. It's just, don't give the woman a goal. Oh, man. Don't give her a dream, because she'll make me go get it. And that's good, because that means we're working together, and that means we have a shared vision for our life. We have shared goals. We have shared fears. We have shared whys. We have shared motivation. And that's what draws couples together more and more and more when they're doing this stuff. But the thing Sharon used to do when we were first married, the classic Southern Belle line is, well, it's passive-aggressive, right? Whatever you want to do, honey. Whatever you want to do, honey. It's kind of like, bless your heart. It can mean a whole lot of different stuff. Whatever you want to do, honey, generally means, I kind of think you're crazy, and when you mess this up, I'm going to tell you were an idiot. But whatever you want to do, honey. And so, you just decide, you go ahead, whatever you think's right. No, not anymore. Not anymore. I get on the same page with my spouse, and it changes everything. It's a really good question. And I did learn this the hard way, because I bought a whole bunch of real estate in my 20s. My wife never even saw it. She never even saw the deals. Whatever you want to do, honey. She never even saw the deals. And I don't do deals like that anymore. I don't do stuff of size. We don't make big decisions here at the company without our spouses involved, my spouse involved, if the Ramsey family's involved, the in-laws, the married to my kids are involved. We involve. There's in the multitude of counsel, there's safety. And Proverbs 31 says, who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, and he will have no lack of gain. Boom.